Imagine this. Your skin isn't just what people see, it's what your body is trying to tell you. That breakout? A message. Those dark circles? A signal. Your skin is a mirror of your gut, your sleep, your stress, your habits, your entire life. And here's the truth. No cream can fix what your nervous system is breaking. If you want skin that glows, you don't start with products. You start with biology. In the next few minutes, I'll show you how to tap into the science behind real, lasting skin health from the inside out. Don't blink. Your glow up begins now. The skin is far more than what meets the eye. It is the body's largest organ, acting not only as a protective barrier but as a mirror to what's going on inside. When people see dullness, acne, premature aging, or discoloration, they often rush to treat the symptom with creams and treatments, but real skin transformation starts from the inside out. The skin is a dynamic sensory interface that receives signals from your brain, immune system, gut, and even your emotional state. Inflammation, poor nutrient intake, and stress manifest visibly through the skin. It isn't just vanity, it's biology. The way your skin looks is a report card on your internal health. And if you want to change what you see in the mirror, you have to start by changing how your body operates at the cellular level. Nutrition is one of the most direct levers we can pull to enhance skin health. Your skin needs essential fatty acids, amino acids, and vitamins to perform its regenerative functions. Omega-3 fatty acids from sources like flaxseed, walnuts, and fatty fish reduce inflammation and preserve skin elasticity. Zinc helps regulate oil production and supports immune defense, preventing frequent breakouts and accelerating healing. Vitamin A regulates skin cell turnover and maintains epithelial integrity, reducing dryness and clogged pores. A diet rich in whole foods, leafy greens, berries, and quality proteins nourishes the skin far more effectively than any topical serum. Highly processed, sugar-laden foods, on the other hand, trigger glycation, which damages collagen and leads to premature wrinkles. So every bite you eat sends a message to your skin, either one of repair or one of destruction. Hydration is often simplified into the idea of drinking 8 glasses of water, but it's more complex than that. The body requires a proper balance of water and electrolytes, sodium, potassium, magnesium, to transport nutrients, eliminate toxins, and maintain cellular pressure. When this internal fluid balance is off, skin appears dull, dry, and irritated. Cells need hydration to communicate and replicate efficiently. Even slight dehydration thickens the blood, reduces oxygen delivery to tissues, and interferes with the skin's natural glow. Drinking water alone isn't enough. It must be absorbed and utilized effectively. Consuming hydrating fruits, adding trace minerals to your water, and avoiding diuretics like excessive caffeine and alcohol make a profound difference. When the body is hydrated from the inside, the skin reflects it with clarity and suppleness. Your skin is also deeply connected to your gut. The gut microbiome, the community of bacteria, fungi, and other microorganisms in your digestive tract, has a direct impact on inflammation, immune regulation, and nutrient absorption. When your gut is imbalanced due to poor diet, antibiotics, or stress, the skin becomes reactive. Conditions like acne, eczema, and rosacea often correlate with gut dysbiosis. A leaky gut can allow toxins to enter the bloodstream, triggering immune responses that appear as rashes, breakouts, or puffiness. Probiotics, fermented foods like sauerkraut and kimchi, and fiber-rich vegetables support a diverse and resilient microbiome. Repairing the gut doesn't just calm digestive symptoms, it creates the internal environment for healthy, calm skin. This relationship between gut and skin is so strong that some dermatologists now address gut health before prescribing medications. Stress is another powerful factor that shapes skin health, even if it's not immediately visible. Chronic stress elevates cortisol, a hormone that increases oil production, degrades collagen, and delays healing. This means stress not only causes breakouts, but also slows down your skin's ability to recover. Over time, it contributes to visible signs of aging, such as fine lines and sagging. Emotional stress activates inflammatory pathways and oxidative damage that impair skin function. Your nervous system and your skin communicate through neuropeptides, and when your brain is in chaos, your skin reflects that turmoil. Practices that reduce cortisol, such as breathwork, journaling, nature exposure, and sleep optimization, are not just for mental health, but for skin resilience. When your internal world is calm, your skin can do what it's designed to do: repair, regenerate, and glow. Hormones play a crucial role in determining how skin behaves and changes over time. Insulin resistance and high androgen levels, common in those with poor metabolic health, increase sebum production and inflammation, leading to persistent acne. Estrogen, which declines with age or through stress, supports collagen production and moisture retention. The hormonal shifts throughout the month for women, especially in the luteal phase, can trigger breakouts and sensitivity. Balancing blood sugar, managing stress, and supporting liver detoxification are essential steps to creating hormonal harmony that the skin can benefit from. Natural movement, avoiding refined carbs, and getting quality sleep all contribute to balanced hormones. Skin issues aren't random. They are messengers of internal imbalances that can often be corrected with targeted lifestyle changes. Sleep is one of the most underrated factors when it comes to radiant skin. During deep sleep, your body enters a phase of cellular repair, releasing growth hormone and regenerating tissue. Collagen synthesis, wound healing, and hydration retention all peak at night. A single night of poor sleep can increase inflammation markers and reduce skin barrier function. Over time, chronic sleep deprivation leads to thinner skin, dark under-eye circles, and slower recovery from damage. Deep, restorative sleep is the most powerful skin treatment most people ignore. It's not about sleeping longer, but sleeping better. By following natural circadian rhythms, reducing blue light exposure before bed, and allowing the brain to cycle through REM and deep sleep undisturbed. When sleep is optimized, skin gains back its vitality and youthfulness. The products applied to the skin can be helpful, but they are supplements to, not substitutes for, internal health. Skin is constantly regenerating, shedding, and replacing itself every 28 days. That process depends on the availability of nutrients, hydration, and low inflammation. Topical products can support the skin barrier and provide temporary moisture, but they cannot reverse the effects of a poor diet or high stress. Cleansers, moisturizers, and sunscreens can be helpful tools if the foundation of internal wellness is in place. Focusing exclusively on external treatment is like watering the leaves of a plant while ignoring its roots. For skin that truly glows, internal biology must be prioritized. Your skin is your biography. It tells the story of your habits, your sleep, your meals, and your mindset. It cannot be faked, edited, or photoshopped in real life. When you begin to treat your skin as a living, responsive organ, one that needs the same level of care as your heart or brain, you shift from surface-level fixes to deep-rooted transformation. There's nothing wrong with wanting to look better, but real change starts with choosing better daily inputs. Real food, deep sleep, sunlight, hydration, and emotional regulation. The process isn't instant, but it is profound. When you support your biology with consistency and intention, your skin responds with clarity, firmness, and radiance. You don't need to chase glow, you can build it. Every cell of your body is waiting for your signal, so send the right one. Light is not just a passive element in our lives, it's an active regulator of how our body functions, including the skin. The skin has its own circadian rhythm, a biological clock that responds to cycles of light and darkness. When this rhythm is in sync, the skin repairs itself efficiently, manages hydration, and produces collagen at the right time. But when this rhythm is disrupted by irregular sleep patterns, nighttime screen use, or artificial lighting, skin function becomes chaotic. This leads to increased inflammation, slower healing, more breakouts, and premature signs of aging. Exposure to natural sunlight, especially in the early morning, sends a signal to the brain to align the body's master clock. This in turn coordinates hormones like cortisol and melatonin, both of which directly influence skin repair and immune defense. Light isn't just for vision, it's a biological cue that your skin listens to every day. Morning sunlight provides the first anchor point for setting the body's internal clock. Stepping outside within 30 to 60 minutes after waking triggers a cascade of hormonal and neural processes that reduce stress, improve mood, and regulate sleep-wake cycles. When this happens consistently, your body begins to anticipate when it's time to be alert and when it's time to rest. For the skin, this synchronization means enhanced barrier function during the day and peak regeneration at night. Early light exposure also reduces cortisol spikes later in the day, which helps lower inflammation, a known cause of acne and skin aging. It's not just about sunbathing. Even indirect natural light on cloudy days provides enough intensity to activate these systems. This daily practice, simple as it is, can serve as a foundational ritual to support skin health at the biological level. Small inputs, repeated daily, drive long-term results. Melatonin is often known as the sleep hormone, but it plays an equally vital role in skin regeneration. It's a powerful antioxidant that neutralizes free radicals and protects skin cells from oxidative damage. Melatonin levels peak at night when it's dark, which coincides with the skin's most active repair window. If melatonin production is blocked due to screen exposure, bright indoor lighting, or late-night meals, skin healing is delayed and cellular aging accelerates. Blue light from phones, laptops, and LED bulbs suppresses melatonin, keeping the body in a state of alertness even when it's time to wind down. The result is not just poor sleep, but impaired skin recovery and a more fatigued appearance. Reducing screen time after sunset, using dim, warm lighting, and avoiding bright lights at night helps preserve melatonin levels. Skin doesn't just need rest, it needs the right chemical environment to rebuild. The concept of circadian skincare might sound new, but it's deeply rooted in biology. During the day, the skin focuses on defense. It strengthens its barrier, produces more sebum, and shields itself from UV radiation. At night, it switches into repair mode, increasing blood flow, cell proliferation, and collagen synthesis. Disrupting this rhythm through irregular sleep or excessive late-night stimulation prevents these cycles from functioning properly. This often leads to a compromised skin barrier, clogged pores, and increased sensitivity. Aligning your behavior with your body's natural rhythms means supporting these processes instead of fighting them. That includes getting sunlight during the day and avoiding artificial light at night. Sleep becomes more restorative, and the skin uses that time to repair oxidative stress and UV damage accumulated during the day. This cycle is predictable, but it must be respected for optimal skin performance. People often look for miracle creams to reduce wrinkles or acne, but overlook how poor sleep quality and late-night habits create the very damage they're trying to fix. The skin doesn't regenerate well when the body is out of sync with its environment. One night of disrupted sleep can impair the skin's ability to hold moisture and fight inflammation. Do this repeatedly and it begins to show up as dryness, breakouts, or dark under-eye circles. High-quality sleep is not just about hours, it's about alignment with your circadian rhythm. Going to bed and waking up at consistent times strengthens this rhythm, leading to more effective hormonal release and cellular repair. Tools like blackout curtains, evening wind-down routines, and exposure to natural light during the day are often more effective than expensive cosmetic procedures. When you work with your biology, your skin works with you. Another overlooked factor in skin health is body temperature, which also follows a circadian pattern. Your core body temperature drops at night to support deep sleep, while your skin temperature slightly increases to allow blood flow and detoxification. If this temperature rhythm is disrupted by eating late, using stimulants, or sleeping in a warm room, your sleep suffers, and so does your skin. And so, keeping the sleeping environment cool, avoiding heavy meals before bed, and finishing workouts earlier in the day all support this temperature drop. When you sleep in alignment with your body's temperature curve, you enter deeper stages of rest where growth hormone is released. This hormone plays a direct role in tissue repair, collagen production, and fat metabolism, all essential for healthy, glowing skin. It's not about hacks. It's about respecting the fundamental cycles that your skin depends on to regenerate every night. Beyond just light and sleep, the timing of your daily behaviors also matters. Eating late at night disrupts the gut and the liver, which in turn affects detoxification pathways critical to clear skin. The body isn't designed to digest large meals during the biological night. It's meant to be in a state of repair, not digestion. Late-night eating shifts energy away from cellular cleanup, delaying autophagy, a process where damaged cells are broken down and recycled. This process is vital for clearing inflammation and reducing the buildup of toxins that contribute to acne and dull skin. When you eat earlier in the evening, ideally a few hours before bed, your body can complete digestion before switching into restoration mode. This habit not only improves sleep but also enhances skin clarity and brightness over time. Meal timing is an underrated lever of skin health. Movement during the day, especially in the morning, helps reinforce circadian rhythm and benefits the skin indirectly through better sleep and improved metabolism. Light exercise in the morning increases dopamine and serotonin levels, which contribute to a calm, focused state throughout the day, and better rest at night. Better rest equals better skin. Morning movement also increases sensitivity to sunlight, enhancing the light's ability to anchor your biological clock. This doesn't require intense workouts. Even a brisk walk or stretching outside can be enough to reap the benefits. When you move, you circulate blood, deliver nutrients to your skin, and reduce cortisol, all of which are critical for skin clarity and elasticity. This is another example of how lifestyle behaviors compound. Small changes in routine create large changes in biology over time. Skin doesn't respond instantly, but it always reflects the long-term pattern. Consistency is where the magic happens. The body thrives on rhythm. Doing the same things at roughly the same times each day sends a clear signal to your biological systems. This rhythm allows hormones, enzymes, and cellular repair processes to function predictably and powerfully. For the skin, this means protection during daylight and regeneration in the dark. Disrupt that rhythm too often and the skin enters a state of confusion. It can't tell when to defend and when to heal. When you create consistent habits, morning light, regular sleep, aligned mealtimes, reduced evening stimulation, you allow your skin's intelligence to activate. The result isn't just clearer skin, but a face that reflects inner balance and vitality. No product can compete with that. Your body wants to heal and your skin wants to glow. It just needs the right cues. The pursuit of healthier, more radiant skin is not superficial. It is a pursuit of inner alignment, biological respect, and consistent effort. Skin is responsive, intelligent, and deeply connected to the systems that keep you alive. Every action you take, what time you wake up, when you go to sleep, how much light you get when you eat, all feed into this biological system that determines how your skin looks and feels. There is no shortcut, but there is a clear path. Light early in the day, darkness at night. Food timed with daylight. Movement aligned with energy. Sleep honored like medicine. These are not trends. They are truths written into your cells. When you live by them, your skin becomes a reflection of something far deeper than beauty. It becomes a reflection of health, harmony, and intention. Stress isn't just something you feel, it's something your skin shows. When the body experiences chronic stress, it releases a hormone called cortisol that impacts nearly every system, including the skin. Cortisol suppresses the immune system, increases oil production in the skin, and breaks down collagen, the protein responsible for firmness and elasticity. Over time, this results in more breakouts, deeper lines, and slower healing. Even if you're eating well or using good skincare products, unchecked stress can sabotage those efforts. The nervous system is wired directly to the skin through neuropeptides. meaning emotional tension translates into physical inflammation. That's why many people notice skin issues flare up during exams, deadlines, or emotional upheaval. It's not coincidence, it's chemistry. Managing stress isn't optional for skin health. It's essential for letting your body return to a regenerative state. One of the most powerful tools to counteract stress and support skin health is movement. Physical activity changes your brain chemistry and your biology. When you engage in moderate exercise, your body releases endorphins and other neurochemicals that reduce cortisol and shift the nervous system into balance. This reduction in stress hormones creates a ripple effect throughout your body, lowering inflammation and improving blood flow to the skin. Increased circulation means more oxygen and nutrients are delivered to skin cells, accelerating repair and creating a natural glow. Sweating during exercise also helps flush toxins through the skin, keeping pores clear and reducing buildup. Consistent movement improves metabolic health, which stabilizes insulin and hormone levels, two major factors in acne and skin aging. You don't need high-intensity training. Even walking, stretching, or yoga can create these benefits. What matters is consistency, not intensity. The way you breathe impacts your skin more than most people realize. Shallow, rapid breathing keeps the body in a state of sympathetic dominance, commonly known as fight or flight. This state is fine in short bursts, but when it becomes chronic, it triggers constant inflammation, which degrades skin quality. Deliberate, slow breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest mode. In this mode, the body shifts from survival to restoration. Blood flow improves, digestion becomes more efficient, and the skin enters a state where it can repair and rebuild. Simple breathing practices, like box breathing or extended exhales, signal to the brain that it is safe. This shift reduces cortisol and helps regulate hormones that directly affect skin clarity and collagen. Breath is free, always accessible, and profoundly underutilized. Integrating mindful breathing into your daily routine can make a visible difference in how your skin looks and feels over time. Cold exposure is another practice that supports both mental resilience and skin health. Exposing the body to cold water, whether through showers, ice baths, or face plunges, trains the nervous system to tolerate discomfort and recalibrate. This hormetic stressor creates a controlled challenge that leads to greater stress adaptability. Physiologically, cold exposure reduces inflammation, tightens pores, and boosts circulation. It increases norepinephrine, a chemical that sharpens focus and improves mood while simultaneously lowering chronic stress levels. Applied to the skin, cold water constricts blood vessels, reducing puffiness and tightening the skin temporarily, but the long-term benefits come from systemic effects. With consistent exposure, your body learns to recover faster from stress, and your skin reflects that internal balance. This doesn't require extremes. Just a minute or two of cold water in the morning can shift your biology toward clarity and calm. What you do with your mind also matters. Chronic negative thought patterns, overthinking, and internal criticism trigger the same stress response as physical threats. When your mind perceives danger, even if it's imaginary, the body responds with tension, inflammation, and hormonal disruption. Over time, this wears on the skin's ability to renew itself. Practices like meditation, gratitude journaling, or visualization don't just support mental health. They calm the nervous system and create a regenerative environment for your entire body. The brain and skin are made from the same embryonic tissue, which is why psychological states have such a direct effect on appearance. Emotional health shows up physically. When you train your mind to focus on what's within your control and let go of mental noise, your body shifts from chaos to clarity. The result is skin that's less reactive and more resilient. Connection and community are underrated contributors to skin health. Human beings are wired for social interaction, and isolation triggers a subtle but chronic stress response. Positive social interactions release oxytocin, a neurochemical that reduces cortisol and enhances immune function. This, in turn, lowers systemic inflammation and supports healthy skin regeneration. Laughter, shared presence, and meaningful conversation send signals of safety to the brain, telling the body it can downshift from defense into repair. When you surround yourself with supportive people and engage in real connection, you're giving your biology permission to heal. On the flip side, toxic relationships and unresolved emotional conflict create the opposite effect. Persistent stress, emotional volatility, and the biochemical chaos that reflects in the skin. Your social health is part of your biological health. When it's nurtured, your skin becomes part of the reward. Sunlight, especially during the earlier parts of the day, plays a vital role in managing the stress response and improving overall skin tone. Exposure to natural light in the morning resets the circadian clock, which regulates not only sleep, but hormonal rhythms as well. This alignment helps lower cortisol at the appropriate times of day and increases melatonin production at night. The skin contains photoreceptors that directly respond to sunlight, initiating processes that influence collagen production and pigmentation balance. Getting natural light each day also boosts serotonin levels, which contributes to emotional stability and a sense of calm. These subtle mood improvements feed back into reduced stress and better skin outcomes. Importantly, safe sun exposure also contributes to natural vitamin D synthesis, which is essential for immune health, hormonal regulation, and skin cell differentiation. A few minutes outside each morning can initiate profound biological changes. The relationship between the gut and skin is also deeply tied to the nervous system. Stress disrupts gut function, reducing microbial diversity and weakening the intestinal barrier. This leads to a condition known as leaky gut, where inflammatory molecules leak into the bloodstream and trigger immune responses, including those that show up on the skin. Conditions like acne, eczema, and rosacea are often linked to gut dysbiosis, which stress exacerbates. Supporting the gut through fermented foods, fiber, and stress reduction improves skin clarity from the inside out. When digestion is efficient and the microbiome is thriving, nutrients get absorbed more effectively, and toxins are eliminated more consistently. Your skin doesn't just need fewer toxins, it needs the right nutrients delivered regularly. Managing stress supports the gut, and in turn, the gut supports the skin. Recovery is often the missing piece in any health or beauty routine. Most people focus on doing more skincare, more treatments, more supplements, when the real answer is often doing less but more effectively. Recovery isn't passive, it's when the most important internal changes take place. Sleep, stillness, reflection, and rest allow the nervous system to regulate, the skin to repair, and the body to redirect energy toward healing. Without recovery, the skin remains in a reactive state, constantly trying to compensate for imbalance. Building recovery into your day, whether it's quiet walks, breath work, a nap, or journaling, gives your skin the message that it's safe to restore. Recovery is what turns stimulus into growth. If you're always pushing but never recovering, your skin will never reach its potential, no matter how expensive your routine. At its core, vibrant skin is the result of a nervous system that feels safe, a mind that feels clear, and a body that feels supported. You cannot separate skin health from emotional regulation, stress adaptation, or behavioral alignment. When you live in tune with your biology, moving daily, breathing deeply, resting fully, connecting honestly, your skin becomes a mirror of that internal harmony. It doesn't matter what products you use if the root is out of sync. But when the root is stable, everything else improves. True beauty is not surface deep. It's a signal of systemic balance and resilience. Your skin tells the truth of your lifestyle, your stress, and your state of mind. If you want it to change, start by changing what it reflects.